Ladies and gentlemen, it is your high guy, your fly guy, the truth from the booth, B.I. Double, bringing you the final showdown, the final throwdown, the final show before Against All Odds, our second biggest pay-per-view of the year. And what a card we have for you this evening. Starting things off with a match, a long-time rivalry, Showtime, going one-on-one with Hyper Suzuki. We've seen the match multiple times. It's the rivalry that will not die. And I, for one, am happy about that because I've never seen these two have a bad match together. Showtime looking to pick up another victory. It's been on a roll as of late with the victories over Rico Official. Suzuki looking to get back to the prominence he had once held earlier in the season. That's how you kick off a show, folks. We also have our World Heavyweight Champion in action later on tonight, as well as the #1 contender. They will both be involved in matches against mystery opponents that were chosen by management. And I cannot wait to see who those opponents end up being. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here, as this San Antonio crowd is ready for one of the most hated men in high-class wrestling, Showtime. There goes the pyro budget already. First match. Ain't this a bitch? The German announce team, Hans, Franz, and Michel, waiting for the match to get started. And Hyper Suzuki back in the building, excited as ever. We get things started. And a big flying head scissor takeover right off the bat. Suzuki starting it off on fire before he gets backdropped over those ropes by Showtime. Japanese arm drag. Or I guess in Suzuki's case, an arm drag. And I'm going to say that every time because it's hilarious to me. Suzuki missed that kick. Opportunity for Showtime with a drop kick. Count at 6. Oh, going for the flying Hurricane Rana. Got caught with a powerbomb by Suzuki. Suzuki now going to work on that leg, try to take the vertical base away. Nothing to it. Showtime whips him into the corner, catches him coming out. Corkscrew neck breaker. Breaks the grip, European uppercut by Suzuki. Goes low with that gut kick. Whipped into the opposite corner now. Has him up top. Showtime fighting back with a kick. There's that spinning wheel kick. Forearm to the face. Suzuki out at 2. Going for the suplex. Over the shoulder. Grabs onto the neck breaker on the way down. Cover of his own. Showtime out at 2 himself. Looking to figure for that next. Showtime has none of it. Sent into the corner. Showtime with a big right hand and a kick. Puts him down into that corner. Over the ropes, guillotine leg drop to the back of the head. Showtime slides back in. There's that big angle slam. Positions himself between the ropes. Very smart. Hooks that leg. Suzuki able to kick out at 2. Throws the forearm. Ducks behind. There's that Wizard special on a man that Wizard trained. Breaks the hold again with a European uppercut. But walks into the right hand. Crucifix driver from Showtime. Looking for the shotgun kick. Got all of it. This could be over. Back press hooks the leg. And Showtime with the victory in our opening contest. Celebrating that win. And yet again, official right there waiting for him. Looks like the beef between these two far from over. Showtime is leading, though. Official yet to get that pinfall victory. But he's got a lot of fight in him. So we move on to our next match of the evening. Mr. Hunter Clark Weaver, one-on-one with Shane Wolf. Wolf has been looking to try to bring himself back. Started the season off very strong. It seems like he's yet to recapture that glory. Weaver, however, young rookie. He's cocky, but he's got it done so far. We'll see how things turn out in the following match. I say it every time I see him, and I'm going to say it again. Says he was built for this company. The initials say it all. The British Brawler. Awaiting his opponent in this match. Shane Wolf makes his way down that ramp. Always looking like he's in a completely different place. He might have been hanging out with Dylon earlier in the night. Second match of the evening, Hunter Clark Weaver versus Shane Wolf. Goes for that forearm block by Weaver. Gets caught that standing side headlock. Holding on. Weaver backs him into those ropes, shoots him opposite side. Gets caught with a drop kick coming in by Wolf. Weaver now standing switch. Working the body lock. Up and down with that amateur takeover. Wolf blocks it, goes low with that punch to the gut, then that cross chop. Weaver now blocking the strikes with a big right hand of his own, going for the slam over the shoulder from Wolf. Picks the leg, rolls over, trying to hyperextend that knee. Weaver now, Uranagi. Center of the ring. A little bit of payback, working the limb of his own. Drops the elbow right into the heart. Elbow right to the base of the skull there. Wolf sends him over that rope. Able to hold on. Big forearm back into the ring. Going for the belly to belly. Wolf denies it with a bionic elbow. But gets caught in a gut buster anyway. Pushes him down. Hooks that leg. There it is. That straightjacket DDT spikes Wolf right on the top of his head. Wolf able to roll that shoulder at 2.5. Pops back to his feet. Drags Weaver into the center of the ring. Runs through him with that knee strike to the temple. Whips him around and snapmares him over into that chin lock. We are taking a trip to my second favorite place in the world. Or is it my favorite? I don't know. I change it weekly. Weaver up, breaks the hold. Wolf caught, puts him on those ropes. Irish whipped off the opposite side. Big forearm takes him down. Going old school with that surfboard stretch. And Weaver using the strength. But he gets caught yet again as he goes behind hammerlock into the lariat takeover. A little bit of payback with an elbow of his own. Standing dropkick yet again from Wolf. Trying to press the offense, but gets that leg caught. Dragon screw leg whip. Weaver looking to set up that big straightjacket power bomb. Has him up. Drops him. And Wolf able to roll the shoulder at 2.5. What is it going to take for Weaver to put Wolf away? Irish whips him into the corner. Goes up top. Looking to follow. Could be thinking superplex. Got all of it. Slides into the cover. That could be it. He landed awkwardly. Wolf able to survive the straightjacket powerbomb. Not able to survive, however, the big superplex that followed. You see the highlights from the match. The agility from Weaver as he pops into the ring. Would have been beautiful if he'd have got the belly to belly, but the escapability of Wolf there. No escaping that gutbuster, however, as he fell into the cover. There's that straightjacket DDT earlier in the match. Dead center. Wolf able to kick out. There's the straightjacket powerbomb. Looks like he didn't get all of it there. But he did, however, get all of this superplex. Sends him over, falls into the cover. Leg hooked, and that is all she wrote. Another impressive outing for Hunter Clark Weaver. As we get ready for a first here in HCW, women's tag team match, as number one contender, Masaki has chosen her longtime personal friend TJ Ramirez, the wife of her brother's tag team partner, keeping it in the family where it belongs, to go against women's champion Hollywood and Casey Myers, who had lost the number one contenders match against Masaki. I have been looking forward to this one all day. I am very intrigued on how it will turn out. We know Masaki and Ramirez are great friends. The issue I have here is, will Casey Myers be able to coexist with the champion, knowing that all she wants in this company is to be women's champion. This is the type of things we love here in HCW. No matter how far we go in the season, there's always a first. Out first, TJ Ramirez. And her tag team partner, the #1 contender, Masaki. That woman is terrifying. She legitimately scares me. I never thought I'd be afraid of something so small. Casey Myers makes her way to ringside. Myers hoping for a good showing in this match. Advance herself further in these ranks. Possibly pick up the next shot at that women's championship after Against All Odds. But to do that, she must coexist with the champion here. As Hollywood makes her entrance. That women's championship will be on the line this Friday and Against All Odds. Could this be the last time we see Hollywood with the title? Or will she do what she has done since her debut and shock the world? Starting things off, TJ Ramirez and Casey Myers. Bell rings. It's official. Northern Lights right off the top. Goes low, stomps them guts. Pulls her up. Sits her down with that lifting reverse DDT. Going for the slam. Myers holds on over the shoulder with a reverse DDT of her own. And Northern Lights of her own. Stuffs that takedown, hits a DDT. Myers on fire early. Big forearm strike from TJ. And yet another Northern Lights. Goes for the pin. Iceman very upset she didn't go for the bridge, though. Looking for that straight arm bar. Myers able to fight out with a forearm of her own. And then knees to the guts and one to the face. TJ stumbled back into the wrong side of town. Myers flips out of the backbreaker but gets caught. Drops her with an inverted Alabama slam of sorts. Has her hook, pulls her to her side. Tiger suplex drops her right on her neck. Slides into the cover. Drops her again with the elevated reverse DDT. Tagging in #1 contender Masaki. Casey again, wrist clutch suplex. I was going to complain about the bridge, but we see she did it so she could tag in the champion. A preview of what's to come on Friday. Goes for the wheelbarrow bulldog, gets caught with a suplex. Saki staying on her. High angle belly to back suplex. And that nasty kick to the spine. Masaki trying to prove she's ready for against all odds. Going for the Michinoku driver, got all of it. Overhead kick from Holly. Sits her down with an overdrive. My least favorite move in the history of wrestling. What is Holly thinking? Completely underestimated the length of the ring there. Saki with a European uppercut, going to take advantage, goes low with the kick. Looking for the springboard stunner early, got it. Into the cover. Holly able to kick out at 2. Holds on to the backbreaker. Pushes her back. Could be setting up that big roundhouse kick. There it is. Masaki able to kick out at 2. Rake of the eyes by Holly. Has her up. Sits her down with that double chicken wing slam. Tag back into Myers. Looking to take advantage of a wounded Masaki. And there's the headbutts. Misaki down, leg hooked. TJ there to break up that pinning predicament. But then Irish whips Myers into the corner. Kick followed by a lariat takeover. Holly and Misaki still fighting it out. Holly no longer legal. Misaki needs to put her attention back on Myers. And does. Japanese leg sweep. Tag back into TJ now. Stopping Casey from getting into that corner. Casey at this point couldn't even sit up. You saw she fell right back down and got the gut stomped. And that cloverleaf style backbreaker from TJ. Ramirez with a 540 kick about took Myers' head off. Center of the ring, hooks the leg. Holly in to break it at 2. Casey fighting out from the ground. There's that high angled neck breaker. TJ able to kick out at 2. Tag back into the champ. Against the woman she took the title from. He puts her in the corner. Tosses her out. Could be looking for that diving missile drop kick. Connects. Holly goes for a powerbomb, reversed into a Frankensteiner. Able to kick out at 2.5. Now the other way around. TJ goes for a powerbomb but gets caught in a facebuster. Holly looking for the standing sliced bread. Got it. Hooks the legs. Too close to the ropes. No. Casey able to stop Misaki from coming in. Casey and Holly pick up the victory. That is the exact way that she beat TJ for that women's championship. There was the tiger suplex from earlier. There's Misaki breaking the hold with that European uppercut. Low to the guts. Beautiful combination here as she flowed right into that springboard stunner. There was that double backbreaker from Holly, who went right into that big roundhouse kick. Almost knocked the paint off of Misaki's face. There was that reversal out of the powerbomb with the facebuster, which would immediately set up standing sliced bread. I thought it was too close to the corner, but Casey would run through, snapmare into the boot. Holly and Myers celebrating the big victory here. So we get ready for our next match. And Trustin Banks' opponent has been revealed. Victor Black. That is not who I would want to face leading into a big match at a pay-per-view. Wow. I'm literally damn near speechless because this match should be absolutely fantastic. Trustin Banks has been on a roll since debuting here this season, going up against arguably one of the very best we've ever had in Victor Black. This is the kind of things you look for here in HCW. Of course, Trustin Banks with Winchester, but it looks like Victor Black will be going it alone tonight. Trustin Banks makes his way to ringside, flanked by Winchester. His opponent making his way into the arena. Victor Black. The multiple-time world champion taking on one-time world champion. It's Victor Black versus Trustin Banks. Amateur takeover there. Goes for the drop kick, sidestep by Victor Black. Big takedown there from Banks. Elbow right to the base of the skull. Fireman's carry takeover answered by Victor Black. Sends him off the ropes. Goes for that basement drop kick, sidestepped. Banks puts him on those ropes, sends him opposite side. Drop toe hold. Keeps him in the center of the ring. Blocks that right hand. Snapmares him over. Vic with that big kick to the back. Back body drop from Banks. And then Victor answers with one of his own. We're going back body drop for back body drop right now, folks. Banks is back up. Irish whipped into the corner. Elbowed out by Black. But he gets caught. Snap suplex from Banks. Looking to press an advantage now. Now just plants Victor Black face first in the center of the ring. Kick to the lower back, trying to wear out the demon. Snapmared over one more time. Victor Black now with that side headlock. Banks reverses up to his feet with a side headlock of his own. Releases. Gets caught with the Northern Lights. No bridge. Setting up that camel clutch. The submission specialist looking to work one early. Snaps off that DDT. Sits him up again. Rolls through with the neck snap. Victor Black on fire. Into the Kimura. Standing Kimura from Victor Black. Banks able to fight out. Catches him. No right hand for you, sir, as he snaps off that reverse DDT. Into the cover. Victor Black able to kick out at 2. The escapability of Trustin Banks sometimes is just ridiculous. Trained amateur wrestler. And even though he's still fairly new to pro wrestling and even newer to this company, he is nothing but impressive. Nasty headbutt from Victor Black as he goes right into Darkness Falls. Spikes Banks. Looks like there's blood on the forehead. Now looking for a blackout here. Has him center of the ring. Will Trustin Banks tap? Staying alive, able to get out of the hold. Rolls into the cover, and Winchester paying dividends, distracting the referee. Jamming that knee into the apron now. A little bit of showboating from Black. We don't see that often. Sits him down with a clothesline. There's a second. Ducks under. Catches him coming back with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Has him up one more time. Darkness Falls. Hooks the leg. That's got to be it. And Victor Black has pinned the #1 contender. That is not what Trustin Banks wanted going into Against All Odds. There, right there, blocking the strike into that snap reverse DDT. He would then get headbutted in the face, dropped on his noggin with a Darkness Falls, and then into the blackout. Banks finds a way to survive. Right there, Winchester distracts the referee off the cover. He gets caught coming in with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. right into a second Darkness Falls. And that's all she wrote. Spiked on his head for the second time, and Victor Black walks away with a big victory. Next up, Zero going one-on-one with the Super Junior killer Fergal Flynn. Fergal Flynn's sole mission in HCW from beginning was to destroy the Super Junior division. Will Zero be the one to stop that? Or will Fergal Flynn come out on top yet again, as he has in the past against Zero? Things have changed in these last few months, however, as this is not the same Zero that Fergal Flynn destroyed 4 or 5 months ago. He's been completely reinvigorated as of late, picking up lots of big victories, earning the championship before losing it to Dynamite. We see now if he has enough in the tank to take on the Merch Messiah. And before we can get things started, your Super Junior champion Dynamite and winner of the Super Junior World Cup looks like he'll be joining the German announce team for a front row seat. We get things started. Bells rung. Zero backs Flynn into the corner. And we get a clean break, surprisingly. Flynn now, so apropos with the Irish whip into the corner. Side headlock into the takeover, holds on. Zero going to look to use the speed, wrestling ability, because he cannot go strike for strike and definitely cannot match strength with Fergal Flynn. Sits him down with the hip toss. And a slap to the face. I don't know if that was the smartest move. Al rakes the back. No, sir. No German suplex for you. Back elbows into the European uppercut. Flynn tosses him overhead with the belly-to-belly. Now just raking his face across the apron before dropping the elbow. Using this quickness, as I said, snapmare it into that running drop kick. Gonna have to stay on him if he stands a chance in this match. Flynn back up to his feet, fireman's carry takeover. Jawbreaker from Zero. Stuns the big man, but not long enough as he's right back into the grasp of Fergal Flynn. Sends him over the rope to the floor. Now a little bit of jaw jacking from Flynn. And that big belly-to-back suplex on the outside. Sends Zero back in, throws him all the way to the center of the ring. Zero fights out with that arm drag. Whipped into the corner. Now Dynamite playing some mind games here with Zero. This thing could break down in a hurry. But Flynn's outside. Big right hand to Zero. Looks like Dynamite's seen enough as he makes his way to the back. Zero gets sent sternum first into that apron. Twice now. Make it 3. And there's a 4th. Shades of Azriel's ultraviolet title reign. Count at 6. Zero still down. Stirring at 7. Taunting in the ring from Flynn. Zero breaks that count at 8. Walks right into the clutches. No, breaks it with a jawbreaker. Stops me mid-sentence. Now working on the neck of Flynn. Looking to roll through. Ground 0. Flynn able to kick out. Overhand right from Zero. Irish whipped Flynn into the corner. Looking to put him on that top rope. Follows him up, looking for a Frankensteiner. Sends Flynn flying. Into the cover, hooks the leg. Flynn out at 2. Another big belly-to-belly from Flynn. And just a nasty kick to the gut. Turns him 360. And a Doombringer elbow. Back press, hooks the leg. And Zero somehow kicks out. But he's not really moving. Flynn looking to set it up again. And there's another Doombringer. Zero melted. Hooks the leg. And that's all she wrote. The beginning of the end was the distraction of Dynamite. It's hard enough to beat Fergal Flynn one-on-one, let alone being distracted by someone else. This was a guaranteed loss, but a great effort from Zero. There you see Ground Zero thought he had him. And I think that was the issue right there. It looked like he used up all his strength to put the big man on the top rope, thinking the Frankensteiner would finish it off. But Flynn, as he always does, would find a way to kick out. And this nasty kick here, just, the absolute anguish on the face of Zero as he got hit with the Doombringer elbow number 1. Rolling the shoulder. Kick to the head. And Doombringer elbow number 2. He absolutely melted like butter. There's no coming back from that. Flynn picks up the victory. As we get ready for our main event of the evening, we will see who is chosen as Azrael's opponent tonight. And it is Jay Bake, Honky Kong himself. This is not a good thing for Azrael leading into the championship match at Against All Odds. You're going against one of the most dangerous men in this company, who is in the worst mood I've seen him in a long time since losing the Ultraviolet Championship. I would not want to be the champion right now. So we get ready for our main event. Mr. Honky Kong himself going one-on-one with World Heavyweight Champion Azrael. This could main event a smokeout, let alone a throwdown. This crowd's been hot all night, and it will only get hotter for this one. Hashtag HFK. Bake said from day one of this season, all he wanted was the World Heavyweight Championship. He now has a match against the champion. You gotta think if he can find a way to win here tonight, it puts him in the running for a shot after Against All Odds. And the World Heavyweight Champion standing in the center of his ring. As he awaits what could be his toughest task to date. It's Jay Bake taking on Azrael. Bell rings, main event started. They lock up center of the ring. Standing switch from Azrael. Taking the big man off his feet into the side headlock. Dropping the right hand. Lock up one more time. Bake now with the headlock. Takes Azrael down, holds on. A right hand of his own. Snap jab. Strikes there from Azrael, going for the suplex. Bake able to block. Snap suplex. Kick to the spine of the champion. Azrael fighting from the ground. Bake reverses. There's that standing cutter. Going for it early. Jawbreaker from the champion. Big right hands. Sends Bake over the ropes to the floor. We're in Azrael's playground now, folks. All the strikes. Swinging neck breaker follows. Azrael knows what's in front of him right now. You can tell by the sense of urgency in those strikes. As he breaks that count. Tells Bake to come on and get him some. He might regret that decision. As Bake pulls him back, overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Now working on the neck of the champion. Another jawbreaker from Azrael trying to slow the momentum. Do not want to let Bake get rolling, but he breaks the grip again. Snapmares him center of the ring, goes for the headbutt, gets blocked. Elbow right to the forehead. There's Azrael, drive-by boot. Letting it fly early. Rolls him over, center of the ring, hooks that leg. Bake out at 2. Powers out. Azrael raking the eyes. Turns Bake right around into a fall from grace. Spikes him on his head. Center of the ring, hooks the leg. Bake again, powers out at 2. Rolls out of the way of the drop kick. Goes low with that gut punch. Follows it with a Steel City Lariat. The combinations between these two amazing. Azrael kicking out at 2. Azrael with another right hand. Going old school with an abdominal stretch here. Bake fights out, hip tosses the champion. Overhead forearm. Sends Azrael back down to the mat. Looking for a man, get out of here. Turns him around. Sits him down face first on the logo. Hooks the leg. And Azrael rolls that shoulder at 2.5. Bake now very methodical. And then rakes the eyes after I say he's being slow and methodical. Not helping. Kicks out the knee. Bake returns the favor. And another standing switch, this time overhand right. Now Bake fighting out with the elbows, back and forth still. Goes behind. Sits him down with that backbreaker, neckbreaker combo. Variation on the Wizard special. Hit the clothesline, didn't really get all of it. Got it that time. There's a second. Ducks under. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Goes low. Drive-by boot coming. Bake center of the ring now. That could be it. And Bake able to kick out at 2.5 himself. Bake to a knee, Azrael to his feet. Tried to avoid the fall from Grace, could not. Bake gets spiked. Rolls him, hooks the leg. That's over. And Bake somehow escapes again, kicking out of a second fall from Grace. Trying to pull himself up on the ropes. Azrael staying on him. Looks like Bake's been busted open here. Azrael doing what's led him to this championship reign he's currently in. Staying on his opponent. And then snapmares him right down to the mat. Does not want Bake to get a vertical base. It's that rear chin lock. Bake trying to fight out. There's a jawbreaker. He got all of that. Turns him around, looking for man, get out of here. Spikes the champion with blood flowing from his forehead. Drags him away from those ropes, turns him over, forearm to the face. And Azrael able to roll the shoulder himself. Both men kicked out of not one but two big finishing moves. And Bake not letting it faze him. Puts the champion in the corner. Big clothesline. Follows it with a second. Sidewalk slam coming out, center of the ring. And a Steel City Lariat almost turns the champion inside out. Hooks the leg, center of the ring. And Bake has pinned the World Heavyweight Champion. His climb to that title now one step closer as he survived two of those drive-by boots. There was the first. Two fall from Grace. This man has been on an absolute tear. Here's the man, get out of here. Thought it was over as he caught his neck on that rope on the way down. But Azrael proving why he's world champion would find a way to kick out. Bake would set up those corner clotheslines into the sidewalk slam. Then finishes it off with probably the stiffest lariat I've ever seen. Turns the champion over. That's all she wrote. With blood still on the forehead, Bake stands tall. Both the #1 contender and world champion have lost tonight. What does that mean for the future? We'll find out. But that's in the future and this is now. So for all the boys and girls in the back, everybody in attendance and watching around the world, for Iceman at the Nasty Dragon Dojo, training the future of this company. For our world heavyweight champion in that valiant effort, Azrael. And for the man who beat him, Jay Bake. This has been your high guy. Yes, indeed, your fly guy. The truth from the booth, B.I. Double. And we'll see you a little early on Friday for our Against All Odds pre-show, followed immediately by the pay-per-view. We'll see you then.